Cold nights, I was out in the rain. So heavy, couldn't carry the pain. They told me to stop, but I stayed in my lane. Now I'm up, yeah, they screaming my name. Mama cried, said you built for the fight. I was lost, but I'm finding the light. Friends in the weed, I was holding them tight. Turned my lows to a high, now the future look bright. Street prayers, yeah, I send them to the sky. Street prayers, for the ones that say goodbye. Street prayers, for my people trying to rise. Street prayers, for the tears in my eyes.
What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Good Life Forever, man, and I'm back with another one. Hey, in this video we'll be doing a drop fade haircut. I'll be dropping the fade below the occipital bone. I'll be doing some shield work in this video, man. Yes, lock in, man. Let's get to it and let's get to this haircut, man. The very first step I'm going to do is I'm going to take my barberless trimmers and I'm going to set mine and put in my first guideline. I'm starting at an angle, as y'all can see. One thing y'all gotta learn, man, when y'all setting in your bald line, you gotta make sure you make the fade fit for you. All right, make your signature fade. You know, I could have went up high, I could have went straight across and dropped it around, but I came in at an angle and I make sure I dropped it around, so I make sure I get my signature of what I'm doing. Okay, and I'm just bottoming out this my bottom line. I'm trying not to take it up to that first guideline that y'all see there, and try not to make a hard guard line so I can be easy to take that bottom line out.
Cold nights, I was out in the rain. So heavy, couldn't carry the pain. They told me to stop, but I stayed in my lane. Now I'm up, yeah, they screaming my name. Mama cried, said you built for the fight. I was lost, but I'm finding the light. Friends in the weed, I was holding them tight. Turned my lows to a
All right, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go behind that trimmer and I'm gonna go with my shavers. And I'm gonna make sure I don't get to that bottom line. See, one thing a lot of new barbers don't understand is when you take those bald lines up to that line, you're going to create a harder guideline and you're gonna have to use them shavers to get it out. So remember, whatever you put the guideline in is what you're gonna have to take it out with. So that's why I went in with them shavers. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with my black Andes Masters all the way open, and I'm gonna set me up about 1/4 to 1/2 inch, and I'm gonna go wider in the back because I have so much room in the back. So I'm gonna do a full inch in the back and stretch that fade out. A lot of new faders, what they don't understand is when you are fading, you want to stretch out those guidelines, man, and give yourself that good transition, man. And them tight guidelines are good in tight spaces, but when you got a lot of space like I do on this client's head, don't be afraid to stretch them guidelines out and get those guidelines where you want it. Make sure you stay consistent, make sure the one side matches the other, and make sure it's clean. All right, next time I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go halfway and start working on flicking in between that top line and that bottom line. I'm gonna go all the way closed, and I'm gonna flick them bottom lines all the way out. Halfway again, and I'm just taking my time, staying consistent, keeping everything, you know what I'm saying, brush one, fade one, comb one, fade one, whatever you want to call it. Haircutting is all about a rhythm. So I'm just going in halfway, going in close, knocking in that bottom line. And as y'all see how that bottom line is slowly coming out, because I make sure I took my time and not built a strong, deep guideline at that bald line down there. So now my master is able to come behind and clean that bald line out without me really having to go behind it again and using the trimmers, and it's coming into a nice transition. All right, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my two all the way closed. I'm gonna make my next guideline. All right. Reason why I'm using my two is because that one will take out too much, and I'll be fighting that top line of demarcation on top of that two. So I decided to go in with the two, doing a half an inch, full inch in the back like I did the all the way open, and then I'm gonna break that two down and fade down and break it down to that one and then to that half. All right, and then I'm gonna do clip over comb, shear over comb over that bulky line. All right, so now I'm going in with that one guard all the way closed, and I'm just flicking out that line, breaking that line, getting set up for the kill shot for that zero guard, which is going to take that line all the way out.
So heavy, couldn't carry the pain. They told me to stop, but I stayed in my lane. Now I'm up, yeah, they screaming my name. Mama crying, said you built for the fight.
All right, now I'm gonna take that zero. I'm gonna start halfway, and I'm gonna go all the way close. I'm going to proceed in breaking down that bottom line. This is what you call fading down. All right, fading down means I start at my highest guard and I work my way down to my lowest guard. Fading up means you start at your lowest guard, you work your way up to your highest guard. In this situation, I feel like the best way to attack this type of hair, this grade of hair, is to fade down and work my guard system all the way down to blend this haircut out. Okay, it's not a perfect way on how to do this. It's a million different ways on how to cut hair. Just do it what you feel that your barber eye is telling you. Okay, so that's the beautiful thing about cutting hair is we all have different methods of doing things. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with my shears. I'm gonna do a shear over comb. I guess one of y'all wondering why I'm using a white comb. Okay, white combs help you see your guideline. Okay, when you're going into dark hair, you want to use a lighter comb. All right, and when you're going in, you want to make sure you keep that comb moving and work your way all the way up, because if you keep your comb still, you're going to make a hard guideline, because I am horizontal cutting right now. All right, so remember, when you're cutting horizontally, you're building weight. So to keep yourself from building weight and building more weight in that guideline, you want to go in and keep that comb moving straight up. And then now I'm gonna come in with that zero all the way open where that two was, and I'm gonna go ahead and flick out the rest of that line of demarcation. All right, so now I'm gonna spray the hair down with water, and I'm gonna proceed to some shear work at the top. As y'all see, it's very, very curly. So it took a lot of water to relax those curls. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut about a half an inch at about between 180 and about 95 degrees. And I'm just gonna go in and do some shear work and come all the way around. You know what I'm saying? Cut some, drop some, pick some up. That's what I tell all my students. Cut some, drop some, pick some up. All right. What I'm doing is using a stationary guideline. A stationary guideline means that all the hair does not move. The guideline does not move. The guideline stays the same. So basically, I'm just doing a stationary guideline going around the perimeter and coming all the way around on this haircut.
Cold nights, I was out in the rain. So heavy, couldn't carry the pain. They told me to stop, but I stayed in my lane. Now I'm up, yeah, they screaming my name. Mama crying, said you built for the fight. I was lost, but I'm finding a light. Friends in the weed, I was holding them tight. Turn my loss to a high, now the future look bright. Street prayers, yeah, I send them to the sky. Street prayer, for the ones that say goodbye. Street prayer, for my people trying to rise. Street prayer, for the tears in my eyes.
All right, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm start working on the beard now. So I'm going into the beard. All right, I started all the way closed and I went all the way open to set my guidelines. Now I'm doing my zero guard all the way open and the fade into that beard. Okay, it's the same steps as doing a regular fade, y'all, when you're fading into a beard. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you put your guidelines in, take that guard or whatever you need to use to take those guidelines out. You know, it's not that difficult. You know what I'm saying? Don't get intimidated by the beard. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you give yourself a good client consultation. My client wanted about to the middle of his ear. Middle of his ear cut down. Faded out off his sideburns. He didn't want no sideburns at all. So I kind of went in like that Tory Lanez beard look. Take that beard out, and I'm gonna go in same way on this side. It's just to use that zero close, make that guideline, and go in with that one and bring everything together. All right, next up do is I'm gonna lay the hair down with some holding spray in the back of the beard. I'm not using no special holding spray, you know what I'm saying? Just go to the beauty supply store. I don't like holding sprays that do the very big strong holding sprays. I just like enough just to lay the hair down. Now I'm going ahead and just trimming the back of the beard, make sure I stay consistent and everything. We don't have to overdo ourselves with product, y'all. Too much holding spray damages your trimmers anyway, so you want to go in, do a light little spray down. If you got some string of hairs, his texture of hair, I need a little bit of holding spray to lay his hair down where I wanted to get that tight line up. All right, now I'm gonna go and proceed in the hot line up. As you look at his head shape, his hairline goes to the corner of his eye. Okay, and now I'm starting in the middle, I'm coming all the way down, and then just meeting it at that point, and I'm just bringing it together at the point of that hairline. All right, so he has kind of a rounded hairline. So if I went up too far up into that corner, I would have took the consistency out of his hairline, and I would have took everything out that I didn't need to take out, and I could have possibly pushed him back in his corners. Okay, so every hairline you got to attack it different. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you know facial features and head shapes to be able to do a very good hairline underneath all types of haircuts. Again, I'm hitting the side of this beard again. You know what I'm saying? Coming back around, keeping everything consistent, man. And this has turned out to be a very nice haircut. All right, y'all, about to get into the beard. You know what I'm saying? I put this on regular speeds. Y'all can really see a lot of people struggle with this beard. Okay, so I start with the head of the blade and I top the skin. All right, and all I do is I lean in with the head of that blade, as y'all can see, and I just work my way around the natural line of the beard. Okay, I really don't have no other way of explaining it. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to use your whole blade when you're doing a beard. The sharpest point of that razor, everybody to remember, is at the head of the razor. What I mean by the head of the razor is the very top of that razor. Now I'm using that whole blade to get all that fella's hair above the cheek to bring everything back down. Okay, but all I'm doing is just coming around, leaning in with the head of the razor, and I'm shaping the blade and making sure I'm keeping my thumb behind the razor, keeping my razor at a 30-degree angle. All right, and I'm just coming down with that line. Then I'm gonna go ahead and use my whisk. I'm gonna clean everything, all that debris of that holding spray off and that skin off, and I'm going to hit that area again until I perfected what I'm trying to perfect. All right, when y'all remember, when you're doing beards, you have to hit that beard more than one time. Okay, you can't do it just one time and leave it alone. You want to hit the beard at least 2 to 3 times and making sure you have your shape right, and it's gonna turn out, and just stay consistent, it's gonna turn out looking great. All right, so I had a spot right there that I missed. Man, look at that, man. That beard is looking nice, looking beautiful, looking shaped. It's faded, you know what I'm saying? I kept it more dense at the bottom, and I'm just gonna do the same thing on this side. Think. Like it?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Man, sometimes as barbers, man, we have to understand, man, that we are the beginning. We are the first form of surgeons. We are the first form of dentists. All right, we have thousands and thousands of years of history, and it's time to give these clients and come back to the game that we once came from, and stop all this get quick scheme. This ain't a hustle, man. This is a profession, man. And I want to talk to all barbers, let all barbers know, man, keep going, keep hustling, keep grinding. And for all my barber students, man, we're waiting on you on this side, man. So let's lock in. Man, YouTube, here's the cut, man. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that appreciation button or that subscribe button. And until the next one, I'm out of here. God bless.
Cold nights, I was out in the rain. So heavy, couldn't carry the pain. They told me to stop, but I stayed in my lane. Now I'm up and they screaming my name. Mama cried, said you built for the fight. I was lost, but I'm finding a light. Friends in the wind, I was holding them tight. Till my lost to a high, now the future look bright. Street prayers, yeah, I send them to the sky. Street prayers, for the ones that say goodbye. Street prayers, for the people trying to ride.